Hello and welcome to the Official Watchers YouTube channel. Here at Jardin du Mayfair, heaven on earth for the watch enthusiast, I have a really cool little number this week. I am fully aware that sometimes we get carried away with ourselves here down at Jardin du Mayfair, and there's no need for it. Let's have a little look at the Rolex Oyster Perpetual 41 with the yellow dial. It's the 124300. And guys, just before I get started, please do hit subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Up to 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, and if you could just hit that button, it means I can keep these videos coming fresh and hot every single week. What better to brighten up the next 9 months of dreary London weather than this watch, a sunshine personified Rolex Oyster Perpetual with a yellow dial. The Oyster Perpetual line received an update in 2020 courtesy of the Crown releasing a new colour range based on the old Stella dials of the 70s. In the 60s, Rolex were fitting hard stone dials to day dates such as Lapis, Jasper, coral, ammonite and even fossil dials, which were nicknamed Jurassic. These dials were often found on watches made for Middle Eastern market. In the 70s and 80s, the Stella lacquered dials came on the scene and took things to a newer, even brighter level. These dials were designed to go with the bell bottoms and kipper ties of the dapper man about town. They were an absolute riot of high gloss colour, but the world wasn't ready for Rolex to turn up the disco, so they were really poor sellers at the time, and Rolex ended up destroying batches of Stella dials as they couldn't sell the watches. Now, look at the market today. This is crazy because they wanted conservative back then, and now everybody wants colour. The times had changed, and buyers these days tended to want something a little different rather than the same old black, silver and white. They've gone for something daring. The Stella tones rode against a coral, candy, pink, turquoise and yellow, and were introduced to the Oyster Perpetual line and nowhere else. It's interesting yet also phenomenally clever, as it turned a line that was previously and unfairly dismissed as a starter or entry-level Rolex and turned it into the next big thing. After that little wake-up call, the previously humble Oyster Perpetual started to fly way above retail on the secondary market, with the turquoise particularly outstripping the likes of the Daytona and selling at 6 times its RRP on first release. It is unknown whether or not Rolex decided to call time on the feeding frenzy, or if the Stella colour was always going to be limited, but in 2022, a mere 2 years later, the turquoise, the coral and the yellow, which we have here, were all retired. Point of note, candy pink was never offered in 41mm, only in 36mm and below, presumably as it was considered a feminine choice. But this absolutely kills me, because I would have bought a 41mm candy pink straight out the gate. The Stella colour retirement is a shame really, because the bright and completely different Oyster Perpetuals were, and still are, brilliant watches in their own right, and offered a bit of light relief and wearing fun outside the seriously serious world of watch collecting. Size-wise, the OP41's case is exactly as described, 41mm in diameter, 51.3mm long, and includes end links of just shy of 12mm thick. It's offered only in stainless steel with polished flanks and a domed polished bezel. The top of the lugs are brushed, which ties in the flow towards the brushed Oyster bracelet, which has a 5mm easy link extension for the warmer days. Water resistance is taken care of, 100 meters, which is absolutely perfect for any sports watch. The design is simple but effective, and the watch wears wide and low, but thanks to the thicker bezel, it avoids the dinner plate pitfall admirably. It's extremely comfortable and well balanced, but also has plenty of presence, which, let's face it, if you're wearing an egg yolk coloured watch, is going to be something you want, because it's stealthy and it looks good on the wrist. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this review of this cracking little egg yolker. I actually love the watch. I've spent some time with it today and I think it's really cool. It's definitely got me going. It's 41mm. It's £13,500. I'm guessing that's because it's discontinued. They're probably a little harder to find. It's totally immaculate. It's brand new. So if anyone's looking for one, let me know. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do let me know what you actually think of the watch and tell me your favourite colour OP. see. I think mine might be green, but as I said, it would have been pink if it was 41mm. But this one's up there now. I like it a lot. Let me know, guys. Thank you for joining me here at Jardin du Mayfair, heaven on earth for the watch enthusiast.